Well, we couldn't escape it forever. Go back, choose night stream. Final Fantasy VIII. Yay. Yeah, no, it's not a bad game. I'm just way less enthusiastic about it after Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, let's get this going. We're not doing it now, we're never going to do it. Just remember my discs. You bastard. That's right, remember analog mode. Shumi Village looks terrifying. I'm always enthusiastic, Bane. Always enthusiastic. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm probably just a little bit burnt out on RPGs and after Skies of Arcadia. I'm not doing too bad. How much money do I have? Let's see, 8,000 gil a pop. Yeah, let's use this draw point. Oh, it's 5,000 gil. That's easier. Ultima. Got on Kenny. 13 Ultimas, wow. Okay, throw it down again. Does it refresh? Those bastards. Oh, hey, you want to pay 5,000 for nothing? See if it refreshes there. Nope. Probably have to get that on the way out then. Save 3,000 gil and then threw another 5,000 down the toilet. Did Ultima even go anywhere? Yeah, it did. Where did it go? Ooh, defense. Alright, what are we actually in Shumi Village for? Also, let me do that. Yeah, I just wanted to test out the thought. But yeah, no, you can pay 5,000 again. Did it regenerate? No. Well, thank you. Thank you, people of Shumi Village. I'll be back one day to burn it to the ground. I'll blame Nog. Yeah, the statue quest. Right, you're probably gonna have to walk me through this bit, because I don't remember this at all. I usually don't bother with Shumi Village. I came here once and it was like, I don't want to do this, and then wandered and then left. It's not mandatory, yeah. That's why I usually avoid it, part of the reason. Yeah, fuck it, let's just leave it. The mod has spoken. Oh, open the door. Open the door, let me out! Let me out! Seriously, let me out. Oh, there we go. I've said this before. This game would really benefit from the arrow system that Final Fantasy VII had. that would tell you where the exits are. Where we're going? Galbadia Garden. Yeah, let's just get going. Try and rebuild some enthusiasm before we get to the assault on Galbadia. Thinking about it, skip Shumi Village to Galbadia Garden. We will probably finish Disc 2 today in that case. Oh god, I don't want to go back to Fisherman's Horizon. Hate that place. It smells. Smells of fish. Yeah. Now we'll finish off Final Fantasy VIII. Turn that on, see how that looks. I honestly can't even notice any difference. I need to get a side-by-side comparison with that. See how it configures. Finish off Final Fantasy VIII, we'll get to the Castlevania Marathon. That will tide us over until at least... Resident Evil 3. The wrong button. Oh, how do I drive this thing? Ah, it's the wrong way. Oh, I just backed over Shumi Village. We can never go back because I destroyed it. You're right, we probably could get to Westar. I'm thinking I've probably forgotten something, but I don't think so. It's Galbadia Garden, then it's Galbadia Garden, isn't it? Meow. Isn't Galbadia around here? Let me check the map. There it is. It is... forward. You know what? You know what the biggest problem with getting to Westar tonight is going to be? Finding the white siege ship. There it is. Looks like they couldn't fly away. Yeah, we probably could finish Disc 2. Yeah, the assault on Galbadia does take a while. Wonder if there was ever an intention to have us able to explore Galbadia while it was intact. Yeah, I'm probably not going to need any help, though I appreciate it. The big issue is just navigating the Cetra continent. Beyond that, no, we should be fine. No, there is actually one thing we've forgotten. Galbadia Garden, and then the Lighthouse Orphanage. Left analog stick feels kind of sticky. Like, not the actual analog stick itself, the movement feels a little sticky. Oh, what are you guys doing here? The right's pretty smooth, the left is a little bit, yeah, a bit of resistance there. No, but don't we actually have to go to the Lighthouse Orphanage and then the assault against Galbadia actually happens outside it? Because that was the thing I couldn't remember last time, exactly where we fight Galbadia Garden. Ondaga. We're gonna have to do a major grind session at some point as well. We could probably put that off until we have access to the island between heaven and hell. The island closest to heaven and the island closest to hell would probably put it off. I remember going there earlier. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You know, considering this place took a direct hit from, I assume, multiple missiles, it's surprisingly intact. And surprisingly free of casualties. You know, after we finish Final Fantasy VIII, I'm not sure what the next Final Fantasy will do us. Because I'm sure there's a scene where Irvine drags everybody there. Oh wow, this one just didn't explode. Yeah, we'll find out. I'm not doing Final Fantasy II next. I'd rather do 1 than 2. That said, 1 is on the backboard at some point. Well, just because you did Final Fantasy II recently doesn't mean I'm going to do Final Fantasy II. That said, I am probably more likely to do 2 than 3. I mean, I like 3 more than I like 2, but 3 is way more of a pain to actually finish. Yeah, 1's on the back burner. Do that at some point. I guess 4 at some point. 5, of course. 6, of course. 9, 10. 12 eventually. And 13. And 15. And I wouldn't mind doing Final Fantasy Tactics, try to get into it. Yeah, I said 10. I mean, I suppose of the main series, the only ones that I'm like on are 2 because 2. 3 because it requires a lot of grinding in very specific ways to really make the route efficient as possible. And 3's a game that's fun to play for about half the game, and then it's not. 11, 14, of course. You know, I never realised this is actually another version of the Galbadia Garden theme. Yeah, probably the best thing about Disc 2 is when the character development actually starts to happen. It's not even the story, it's the gameplay, more than anything else. 3 is so much grinding. And if you don't know exactly what classes you want at specific points, you're wasting your time. it's, in the end, the biggest problem with 3 compared to 5 with its job system. It's not that the job system is less refined, it's that specific points in the game require specific jobs. But the game will never tell you that. Specific bosses are best dealt with specific jobs. And there's no way of knowing that. Is that it? Do we go there on Galbadia Garden, but Galbadia Garden's already there, so we don't go in there? Plus, you know, beyond the problems with the job system of how it doesn't actually offer as much freedom as it says, the final dungeon stretch in Final Fantasy VIII is just terrible. Crystal Tower followed by World of Darkness. You know, this always came off as a weird, forced revelation that everybody seems to have grown up in the same place. Except Renoa. God, these child models are terrible. I need to get to 10-2 at some point. Like, these children models are very clearly just small adult models. That's why they look so weird. I get the purpose of it, and there is some foreshadowing with the talk of ignoring the side effects of GFs and stuff. I don't think it's foreshadowed enough. And it's a little too convenient that 6 of the 7 main characters happen to grow up here. Well, the proportions are different, that's the issue. Children don't just look like downscaled adults. I suppose, you know, one of my biggest problems with the GF amnesia revelation, more than anything, is that it's brought up here. And then it's never really mentioned again, and we just keep using GFs. It feels pointless because they don't use this opportunity to do something like Final Fantasy IV does, where Cecil goes from Dark Knight to Paladin. There's an interesting plot, an interesting idea here, with the amnesia combined with being raised as soldiers from childhood, which leads to them all being pretty fucked up. But the game never really delves into it properly, just skims over all the most interesting thoughts of it, because in the end it wants to be a love story. I feel like more than 7, this game needs the remake. It becomes level 1 paladin, but it seems like a bad thing the first time you do it, but he retains his stats. And then levels up really quickly anyway, because he's level 1. And the whole thing essentially leads to Cecil becoming your best character as a result. I don't know. Well, I think this game needs the remake more than 7 just so they can actually do something better with the story. Yeah, no, I understand. The game doesn't explain the stats